Hi guys, and welcome back to me, YANU,
And me, little diddle.
for some more YANU Diddly Squatch Happy Gaming.
Whoa!
If you're happy and you know it, watch him play. If you're happy and you know it, see which game. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, say his name.
Hi
I always thought I'd beat YANU and make him look like poo. But I never thought he'd beat me again and make me look like a fool. The moment I look up, every time, every game, I know it's YANU I see to make me lose a game. It's always tough, 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 tough. It's always tough, 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 tough. Please no more, please not again. YANU drives me insane. I want to beat you this time and make you eat your words. Beat you or beat me. Beat me now, and you're a turd. I'm always next to you, every time, every game. I wouldn't be little D if it wasn't the same. It's always tough, 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 tough. It's always tough, 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 tough. Please no more, please not again. YANU drives me insane. The moment I look up, every time, every game, every day, I know it's YANU I see to make me lose a game. I've had enough, 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 enough. 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 I've had enough, 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 enough. Please no more, please not again. YANU drives me insane.
You know we're not doing gameplay today, little D.
Oh, we're not doing gameplay today.
No, I'm doing the review on the new Nitro chair.
Oh, what? You've got the new Nitro Concepts S300 chair.
Yeah.
In yellow. Oh my God.
Yes.
That means I can do my review of my pink one.
Oh, not exactly.
What do you mean, not exactly?
They haven't exactly got your colour.
Nice one, YANU. He's a good old fella, he's YANU. He's always making little jokes up.
I'm not joking.
What? It's not a joke?
No.
Right. Look, YANU. Look, you can't trick me, right? Right, okay. Put it this way. Do they do a blue one?
Yeah.
Do they do a green one?
Yeah.
Do they do a white one?
Yeah.
Do they do a red one?
Yeah.
What other colours are there? Well, I clearly do a yellow one. Do they do a black one, just a plain black?
Yeah.
So they obviously got a pink one, haven't they? They've got all the other colours.
No, sorry, they don't. They don't do it.
What? You're serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
Oh, all right. Okay. I tell you what, you know, Nitro Concepts, you do every colour. You don't do pink. I tell you what if I don't exist either?
No, little D. No. Oh, God. Sorry about that, guys. Right, let's get on with this review. It'll be alright. It'll be alright when we're doing our other videos. We carry on our episodes, so don't worry. Now, I thought it was very important. I want to get through this as quickly as possible. I don't want to go for a long review of this chair because obviously loads of people have done reviews on it. But there's something very important I thought I'd point out to you. A few pointers and a little tip if you decide to get this chair. Now, first of all, you obviously know I've gone for yellow and black, and it's pretty obvious why I've gone for the yellow and black. It's not because the sun's out and it's bloody hot. No, of course not. It's because I'm wearing yellow and black. So anyway, that's part of the theme. So this chair is all cloth. Now, the whole point, before I get into the rest of it, the one reason why I chose this chair over others is obviously because, like I just said, it's sunny and hot, right? And I didn't want, whether it's a real leather chair or something at a PU level or anything, a replica of some sort, because it just sticks to you when you don't want your top on, right? So I don't like that sort of feeling of sort of sticking and stuff. I've got another chair that is kind of that sort of material, but this one is the first one. So obviously it was an easy decision because there was another make that I was looking into, and it was between that one and this one, but obviously this one was all sort of fabric type and not leather. That's what sort of led me to it with the colour scheme. So that was obviously my first choice. That made it a bit easy, but obviously the main thing is it's not any good if it's not comfortable. Now, it's hard for me to say get this chair, or get any chair for that case. If someone tells you this chair is amazingly comfortable, well, it probably is for some. It probably might be for a lot. It might be for a few. The point is everybody's different. So when someone tells you something, don't always think that it's going to be perfect for you because it's perfect for them, because it's not the case. You don't get perfection, full stop, really, because how can anybody be perfect when everybody's different, right? So the point I'm making here is, now before I start, a little tip for you, right? When you build this chair, this is the first thing I noticed with this chair, right? When I looked at the reviews on the chairs that people reviewed, the thing that done my head in, right, is everybody, I like to do things on my own. I don't like help, right? And I also don't like things dropping on the floor because of damage or dirt or whatever, right? I like to keep it pristine. That's just me, right? And this back piece, the great thing I like with this chair, my other chair that I got didn't have the arms attached, right? This other chair I got downstairs, it doesn't attach at all, right? They are basically all separate, everything's separate. You've got to build it from scratch. And the arms, one of the arms went on all right, and the other arm was wonky, right? When you was trying to tighten the bolt up, it was like the bolt was in sort of, I don't know why they do it, but it was in the wrong area, and it felt like it was leaning. And even when I tightened up really fully and I kept adjusting it and pulling it around, it ended up wrong. Not this chair, the other chair, right? These arms are fully attached for a start. So that makes it super easy for you because you've got actually 6 bolts. You've got 3 bolts on each arm. So that saves you actually bothering to put those on. That saves you time. Now, it's probably advisable just to double check that you want the arms in a certain way, because you can spread them out or in. They can move if you unbolt them a bit and loosen them and move them. I left them as they were, pretty much the narrowest they go, to be honest, because I don't really want it any further apart. But if you're a different size, it might suit you, right? Just for recommendations, I'm 5'7". Okay, now these bolts are already fitted on and I left them. Now, The back was the issue, right? Because I see loads of people putting the backs on these, and I won't turn it around or anything, it's in place, and you all know what I mean. But if you look at reviews, majority of people that fitted these on just were sitting down, holding it up, and it just dropped on the floor. Now that's really the wrong way to do it. The best way to do it, I can give you advice, so you're not using two people, is to basically stand around the side of it, right? So lean in between it. There's a lever, right? Now it says be careful of the lever, your hands, right? Because if you loosen it, but if there's some way you can put some gardening gloves, something really strong, where you can just hold on, loosen it, tighten it, and it will just move forward a bit, right? Just enough to keep it up straight. Don't let it lean, because they start off leaning, right? Make sure it's straight. Put this on, but stand. If I stand like this, lean your arm on the inside here and your body on the outside, right? That stops it falling. And the best advice I can give you is there's 4 bolts, right? 2 bolts on either side like this, right? 2 there for either side. Do not try, because most people try to put them on and balance it, and they're trying to screw on, not holding on or nothing, and it drops, right? The best advice I can give you, hold it between yourself, look at the bolt one side, but put the top bolt or bottom bolt this side, but do the opposite bolt the other side first. Don't try and put 2 bolts in this side and 2 in that side after. Put 1 bolt in this side, right? Say the top one. If you put the top one in this side, put the bottom one the other side. The reason for that is it stops it swiveling, because if you imagine a seesaw, if you put 1 bolt at the top, 1 bolt at the top, or 1 bolt at the bottom, 1 bolt at the bottom, it's just going to swivel if you move it. So put 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom, or 1 at the bottom, 1 at the top, whichever way round it is, and it will just hold, right? It won't swivel, it won't move. Then you can just let go and carry on the rest of the thing. It was super easy, super quick, and I guarantee you this chair was well easy to put together, right? Now, when I done that, it didn't touch the floor once. That was 1 person, right? Didn't touch the floor because I don't like it touching the floor. All of these, you know the lumbar support and your neck support, absolutely brilliant. Now, I will admit, when I first sat in the chair compared to the other one, it was a little bit stiffer, but that's good, because it didn't really bother me, you know, having a bit more stiffness. It was comfy, but just stiffer, and that's good, because obviously that means to say that it's not going to flop around and sort of lose its shape, put it that way. It's nice and firm. It's like going in your car seat, really, and I don't find it uncomfortable at all. And also this little thing here, this lumbar support, I actually like it up here. I see a lot of people with it on their bottom down here. It's just crushed on their bum, so they're not really getting any support here. And I find I've got a very straight back. I mean, I can bend like this, you see. I've got, like, as you can see here, my back's quite sort of nice and straight. I don't lean like crouch and that, which you shouldn't do. And if you've got that on your bum, I find my back seems to curve in here and then out here on my neck, and it kind of feels like I'm in the wrong position. And although people will put it right on their back, it's right in my sort of back that goes in, right, like that, I find that it's perfect. It fits. I prefer it higher, to be honest. I feel like my back is staying straight with my neck and here. And if you're finding that painful, you're probably not got a very good posture. You know, it's possible that you find it uncomfortable because you're like, oh my God, my back hurts, for the simple reason it's in the wrong place. Now, I'm not saying everybody do that, because obviously if you're in pain, you've got to try it, but it's best to persevere with it first and then maybe move it as time goes on. Try to adjust it. Loads of people say, oh, I take it off because I don't like it. I personally like it. I don't have any trouble. I've got a strong back. I've been sat for hours playing my games, and it does not bother me whatsoever. In fact, sometimes it moves down and I just want to bring it back up again, because I feel like once it's going down, I can feel my back going in and I want it straight again, so I lift it up. So I prefer it up higher. Now, the other thing I'd like to point out, because the back was the first one, this is really silly, right? I've heard loads of people, if I just sit down, now I'm 5'7", and you can clearly see my back is right, I can feel it right in the middle of my back here, and also my neck fits just on right here, right? Now, I find that these arms here, right, loads of people are saying, oh look, they wobble, oh look, they wobble, you know, they keep saying they're wobbling, right? Well, the truth is, yes, I agree, they do. If I just do that, just very slightly, I mean, I'm talking millimetres here, like the most slightest movement, but I'm not being funny, right? I hear this all the time, oh, they wobble, so people get paranoid, oh my God, they're wobbling. The reason why they wobble is obviously you can move them forwards, back, and you've got a button here to lift them up and down, right? You can lift that one up, different heights, push them out, push them in. You can even do that, right? And inwards, if you want your arms inwards or outwards, it's up to you. But the reason why they wobble a tinsy bit, which people mention, they seem to mention it and just go, yes, it moves a bit. And I think, but I'm not being funny, it's so light. And it's almost like if you tighten a screw on something, obviously it's nice and tight. If you loosen it a bit, it's loose. But how are you going to move it otherwise? It needs a bit of looseness, right? And it's like this, you need a little bit of looseness to allow that movement. The fact of the matter is, which I've not heard anybody say, it doesn't make a difference just because of a little tinsy wincy movement, right? When you are sat in my chair, right? When I'm sat and I'm playing a game, right? To be honest, I don't even I feel like my arms are too out here, even though it's on its inner part. I mean, if you're a bigger person, it might not bother you, but to me, I find I like just resting my arms on my lap, you know, because I find it more comfortable just to play my game. I'm not going to have my arms out here doing that because I feel like I'm like pulling some sort of muscle pose. I'm like, do you know what I mean? So what I'm saying, if you actually put your arms here, you don't have to lean your arms, and not only that, right, it moves a bit, big whoopee do you know what I mean? It moves a tiny bit. To me, if you put your arms here, even if I could do this, which I don't particularly like, I mean, my arms don't really move. I mean, if I'm playing a game like this, I can't even feel it on my elbows moving. It's only when I'm holding it with my fingers and moving it, I feel it move. When I'm like that, I mean, it'd be different if the whole thing was loose and I was going like this all the time, you know, like some sort of chicken sort of dance or something, you know, and it's just wobbling out and in and out and in. It doesn't, it's so minute that even if you put your arms there, you know, unless you're sitting there really picky and just going, oh look, I can feel a tiny bit of movement if I do, but you're not thinking that if you're playing a game. If it's a gaming chair, I gather you've bought it for gaming. So you're going to be so intense in your game, you're going to be so hooked, whether it's a VR game, a normal 2D game, football, whatever. You're going to be so hooked. Call of Duty, Battlefield. You're not going to be sitting there halfway through Battlefield going, oh, here I go. Oh my God, my arms are wobbling. Now I can't aim. This is annoying. I could aim even like that, but it just don't bother me. This whole thing with the little wobbly is just, I think, a bit too overkill, you know. Please don't just take it, oh, it's wobbly, I don't like it, because people can get missold and stuff and go, oh, it wobbles a bit, oh, that's it, I don't want it. No, it wobbles a bit. They're pretty much, a lot of them are going to do that. I'm sure there's gaming chairs out there that may not, or they may not as much, but truthful, the S300 doesn't bother me, you know, it doesn't bother me. This little wobble, I can move it. As long as I can move it when I want to, I don't care. You know, it doesn't bother me. I don't notice it. Now, again, you put the arms out. This is a final thing I feel with this chair, right? Now, loads of people say, oh, it's good, I can put my arms like this, I can turn them in, right? And the other thing I've noticed people say is, why would I want my arms like this? Why would I want them out? Well, you're right, you know, a lot of people would say that and say, well, I can't play my game if they're out. Well, there's a point for that, because when this chair reclines, right, it reclines back. I won't do it because you'll see on other videos it reclines, there's no point me doing it, right? The point I'm making is when I'm reclined, I actually, no one's really said it, but I like it outwards, because when I'm down, I like my elbows to be in to my body as I'm relaxing backwards, rather than, because when you're back further, you find you want your elbows to be closer to your body because you're back further. The further you are back, the further you are away from these armrests. So the reason why I prefer them going out, which no one's mentioned before, is for the simple reason when they're sticking outwards, my elbows, as I go back, reclining, mean they're as close to my body as possible, and I can still rest quite comfortably. If I have it middle, or even the other way like this, when you're sitting and you go back, the further away you are, it's hard to reach. So that is why outwards is the best way for that option. That I wanted to make those points, right, because those are the three main points. The arms, the fact that they wobble a teensy wincy bit, right, and the fact that you put your arms on them, and the fact that they, you know, why do they do that? Well, I've just explained to you. And also when you put the back on, which is pretty much one of the major things to do, right, like I say, top bolt or bottom bolt, whatever one you put on that side, keep your body between it, hold it between your body, right, so it can't fall back, it's against your body, and it can't fall forward because your arm's there. Put the bolt in at the top and put the bolt in at the bottom, and it will not swivel, and you'll be able to put the opposite ones on the other side, and you will have a lot of good. In terms of the seat itself, as I say, it was a little firmer. You can see I push it down a bit, it's got that firmness to it, but I don't want it softer, because if it was soft, I'd just sink in it, and I don't want to sink in it. And the fact that this is like my car seat, it's got the right amount of it's got that sort of feeling that it will last a long time because of the feeling of it. It's got that lasting feel, and it's got obviously the fact that, you know, the material does not sweat. I haven't once sat in this chair, right, for playing a game, whatever, and sat there thinking, oh my God, you know, I'm sweating like mad. And this is in this heat. This is in this major heat with no rain. I could do with a bit of rain, please. Thank you. That'll do nicely. But anyway, I basically could do we could all do with a bit of rain. But this chair, in my opinion, the little tiny nitty picky things and that, I just thought, I felt I needed to tell you. There isn't much to this chair. It doesn't take long at all to fit together. I didn't even really have to look at the instructions much, because I kind of gathered what it meant, you know. It was just a case of plopping in the wheels at the bottom, turning them over onto the base, put the base pole on. All you had to do was screw 4 bolts into the bottom of the seat, and it will say front, so you know which way. Then you pop it on top of the pole, and then you just put the back on, because the arms are already there. Make sure you tighten the arms if you want to, just in case they're a little loose. Just double check them while they're up and off, and then when you're done, like I say, put your little headrest and that on, and loads of people say, oh, I take my headrest off, I take my lumbar off. But personally, I've got a good posture, I must have, because I haven't ached once. I've got literally, like I say, it's up here. If I stand up, right, some people have it down here, right by their bottom, right? I've got it right up here, so it's sort of in between there and in between sort of your neck rest. So it's actually right in the middle. It keeps my spine nice and straight. It brings me forward. And finally, with this chair, it's comfy. As I just said, I find it comfy. I haven't had any trouble staying for a long time. Finally, as I say, it can recline. But the great thing with this chair is when I brought it forward, I lifted it up, and the chair actually kind of goes, say it's reclined, right? It goes not only straight, it seems to come just a little bit forward. And that is great if you're on a computer desk or something, and you want, you know, the neck support and the back support will bring you a little bit away from the chair as well, because there's a little bit of gap there. So if you're up like that and you've got a bit more lean, you can really relax your neck. Don't strain. It's horrible when you've got a chair that'll only go that far up. You're trying to go on a computer and your arms are out here, and you're trying to lean forward, and you end up just leaning forward and you're straining your back, and that's not good. That will just do your posture worse. So my advice to you, this chair, 2 thumbs up for Nitro Concepts. Thank you very much for delivering. Overclockers, by the way, they delivered it, and they delivered it in a day. Next day delivery, even though I ordered it late. Thank you, Overclockers, you're fantastic. And thank you, Nitro Concepts, for the S300 chair in yellow and black. The only problem is little D is a bit unhappy. I do apologise for that, and we'll be back for some more gameplay videos where me and him are going to see, well, he's got to try and catch me up, I'm just running ahead. But if you want to see more videos like this, this was a review. We normally do gameplay, but we do pretty much anything that's important, anything that comes up we will. We're not a big channel, we're not like super big like some people where they're like, oh look at me, I've got millions of subscribers. No, you probably won't find us, right, because we're so small. So just like little D, so small. But anyway, if you want to subscribe and put a thumb up, that'd be fantastic, because obviously if you don't subscribe, you probably won't find our channel. That's simple as that, because we're so small, we're so new, that you probably won't get any notifications or anything. So it's important you at least can subscribe. Anyway guys, I'm going to get going, so I just want to let you know, just remember, if you're a happy gamer and you know it, and you want to see us again, click the subscribe button, and remember my name, YANU. That's who. See you later guys.
The next time you're feeling bored, just come back and watch him play some more. So get off your butt and come back to see this old nut. Stop being so lame and remember his name.